supposed to have them here, but they couldn't come. Some circumstances prevented.
Because now them I won't be here from.
Yes, prevented a particular person they delegated.
Because many of them they work, and many of them take excuse for that week when they do the training.
So yes. So even the two persons that were supposed to join, you said that one is distance. They can't come and still go back because during that period they were out of their office. So and by the time they will come here and go back, it will be difficult. So because of the incident that happened last week Thursday, our very good friend who was one of the participants that was supposed to be here is also still attending to the issue. So as at yesterday, I spoke with him. But the truth is that the training was great, was rich. I believe one or two persons must have contacted you to tell you about that training. Yes. It was quite expository, and those who participated in that training, I think they commended us. But you know you can't praise yourself. But even that, they would have used their mouth to chew the onion to tell people what they learned from that training. Because they actually said they had never had that kind of training before. So that I believe as we continue in that line, many other persons will benefit from this opportunity of growing your leadership capacity.
Now Mogu can know waiting and I want to tell people today.
Actually, what we just want to tell people today is that leadership is everything. Why we are where we are today is because we have neglected leadership. And those who are already leaders, I just want to share this thing with them. There are about 10 sins in leadership that every leader should not dare to commit. But I will just share like 2. So subsequently, we pick up. The number one is number one sin a leader will never attempt to commit is to focus on position rather than relationship. You know, position is an entry into leadership, just like a jump is a means of entering a university, or admission letter is an indication that you can enter into university, but not a guarantee you will graduate. So it's the same thing in position. So imagine undergraduate who just got admission newly and rely on his admission letter rather than his education pursuit. So do you think that such person will do well? No. That is exactly what happened when a leader focuses on position, trying to use position to lead. You can never use position to lead. Position does not lead. What leads people is relationship. You have to move to relationship. So, and that is what we have experienced over time in our country, where people focus on position rather than what? Relationship. And as you can see the wave in Nigeria leadership today. What is the reason? Because people are already tired of position. So they want to move into the level where they can relate with their leader, and the leader should be able to know what they want and offer them what they want, because that is the purpose of leadership. So even in your organization, if you are relying as a director, as a DG, as whatever position you occupy, and you want to rely on that to lead, you will fail and fail woefully. But when you move from there into relationship, you get to know people and people get to know you. And from there, leadership begins, because relationship is the foundation of leadership. Another important sin you shouldn't commit in leadership is to relegate people's potential. Don't ever attempt it as a leader. Don't neglect people's potential. Everyone who is working with you or who is involved in your team has a potential. The job of a leader is to identify the potential of those whom he's leading. If you do not identify their potential, or you see their potential, but you are relegating them because of one reason or the other, probably you don't like their face. Or you think that there is something you need from them that they do not offer you. Like from some organization, you see some boss or leaders trying to subdue some people because they see that these people, if they give them opportunity, they will shine. So such action in the office as a leader is very dangerous. If it doesn't haunt you today, it will haunt you tomorrow. So don't relegate people potential. Many of the leaders suffer after they have left to leadership because they neglected and relegated people potential. Open door, let people explore their potential. And how do you do that? You do that by encouraging them. You do that by identifying what they have that can help them contribute to the organization and do better. Give them opportunity to try. Do you know why? Because you only have knowledge by learning, but you can only grow by doing. It is in doing that people grow, and it's only by doing that people will be able to unleash their potential and develop their potential and become useful for you and for themselves. So don't relegate people's potential. It's the one of the sin that we have discovered that many leaders in Nigeria commit today. Another sin that you shouldn't attempt to commit is being indifferent to human capital development. The training we did last time, they just finished the last 2 weeks. Many people don't care to send or partake in training. There is no only way you can develop yourself if you don't involve in training. So many organizations don't care to train their staff. They allow them to remain where they are. Do you know one danger about it? When you don't train your people, you are trading on a path of failure. Because it is only those who are empowered and built that can build organization. When people are not built or equipped, they can never equip organization. Some persons stay a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and they don't care about going for training. It's only in training, there is nothing you can use to compare to training. Organization that does not engage in training can never grow. Until you engage in human capital development, invest in your people. And even in Nigeria today, you see many people will build road like governors and president and the rest. They construct road and they go out and celebrate it. But the real human being whom they are supposed to invest in, they are not investing in it. And that is why the Chinese proverb say that if you are growing for 1 year, just plant rice. If you are growing for 20 years, just plant tree. But if you want to grow for a century, plant men. Because it is in men a society is built, and it is in men that organization is built.
Okay, just so, men, not women.
When we may talk about men, we are talking about both men and women.
Okay, I want to make sure you call men.
No. So both men and women. Yes, just develop people. So give people opportunity of growth. Train your staff. Invest in them. Some people, like one of this thing asked me in the training, if you do not invest, what of those that invest in their staff and at the end of the day they leave the organization? I say it is better you invest in your staff and get the highest result at the shortest time than not to invest in your staff because you are afraid of they will leave you. They will never give you a maximum productivity. It is in investing in their human capital, engaging them in training, and they also ensure they are getting better on their job. That will make them to become.
Even the staff no go there forever now.
The staff can never.
So whether I like them or not, train them that short time, making give you that productivity. Than say na quack in and at the end, he still come out.
He still come out.
If you train go come out,
yes.
You know train go still
come and you continue to talk and always complain because you do not engage them in training. And if they are better, they wouldn't have come. So what you just need to identify in the people is potential, not the capacity. It is the job of a leader to transfer or transform people from being potential into capacity.
Okay.
So it is the job of a leader. So don't rely and say, oh, I can't invest in them. In fact, the number 4 and the most important step in leadership, which we taught them there, is the human capital development and how you can go about going. But if you are the training, you will have learned how you go about developing your people. So these are some of the sins that some people commit when they are in leadership. At the end of the day, a comeback after hurting them, and many of them share the experience of that kind. I will just stop at this.
Okay, because one of them even thought she need a fit talk. Because father said some of them they even talk about public speaking.
Yes, that will be the direction of our next training.
Okay,
yes.
And I beg, make una go try organize another training again, apart from this one, so that people go they prepare. So okay, next training they come. But we will discuss that one outside. Prince, good morning this morning.
Good morning.
Yes, 30 seconds after which week.
Yes, James has said most part of what
obviously we want talking already.
He has said most part of it. What we have to add here is that, like you said, organizations need to invest in their staff, but individuals also need to invest in themselves. Because if you are not productive, there's every possibility that you will just be let out of the office or the organization where you are working. So if the organization is not investing in you, you have a responsibility to invest in yourself. Because if you grow, if you are better, you will be in a high demand, not only for that organization, but also for other organizations. You know, organizations are always looking for people who are highly productive. So if you are not productive, be sure that you are going to be removed from where you're working. But if you are productive, no matter how things are in your organization, you will be in high demand. And even beyond your own organization, other organizations will be looking for you. So don't just wait for organizations to invest in you if they are not investing. Invest in yourself, because the more you invest in yourself, the more you become relevant to that organization and to your society.
All right, thank you. Inside this morning, our people all the way from inside Pathfinders INET. And in case I want to reach you now, which
no,
code
just the same our number 081
081
33
33
984
984
552
552. Call the number again.
081
081
33
33
984
984
552.
552. All right, thank you. And then in case I want me to know on top online,
Yeah,
Pathfinders.
yes, Pathfinders
INET.
Yes.
All right, thank you. All right, sharp. I beg. Let me call ATM because Madam come.